sports. The African Cup of Nations is just by the corner. How far can the Eagles fly? Of course, everybody is looking forward to a very successful performance of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. These and other very, very important and significant issues we'll be treating on Hotsports this week.
It's a brand new edition of Hotsports. Take a peep through the January window for some of the real deals being sealed in these mid-season transfer trails. Get a slot to air your passionate views on last week's issue on Hotsports Rebound segment. On this week's issue, after pulling a 1-1 draw against Spanish regional side in a tune-up match last Wednesday, should Keshi use the Catalonia friendly as a yardstick for its final list for the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations? Grab a front row for another smooth ride on this heart-thumping edition of Hotsports. Welcome.
Hotsports cranks up the heat this Saturday with fresh sports news and incisive analysis, backed by exciting visuals. Hotsports, your unique source of sport information, education and entertainment, inimitably delivered via hot, scorching argument where no one blinks.
The truth is this: we must agree here that football is big business.
Don't miss it.
It may be blowing cold across different climates, but deals are already hotting up in the January transfer window as players swap clubs for aspirations and, of course, money. In the English Premier League, England striker Daniel Sturridge has left European champions Chelsea for Liverpool in a deal worth £12 million. Sturridge, who has found it difficult to settle at Stamford Bridge, was in the stands to see his new club whiz past visiting Sunderland in a 3-0 drubbing. He is expected to team up with Luis Suarez in the Reds' attack. Worries over Theo Walcott's new contract talk seems to be over, with the English international set to commence discussions on his future. The England star has indicated to Gunners chiefs he will put pen to paper on a deal set to run until 2017, following fruitful talks over the festive period. Across the English ISO in France, moneybags Paris Saint-Germain have once again flexed their muscles in the transfer market. The Parisians shelled out a staggering $53 million for Brazilian midfielder Lucas Moura. Keep your fingers crossed as more deals are bound to roll in. Who is regarded as the most prolific clay-court tennis star in modern times?
The king of clay still remains Nadal. I don't think anybody has surpassed his accomplishments on clay so far. You know, he's still there. He had a little injury setback some time ago. He's back stronger than ever. He has already won 4 trophies this season. So, I mean, the man has shown in every way possible that he's got it, that he can go on his injury break and come back, and still, so far he's played 5 tournaments since he came back and he has won 4. So he's still the man to beat on clay.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria will be involved in what competition in June?
Nigeria is preparing for a major tournament in June, and that will be the Confederations Cup. That will be happening in Brazil. It's a preparatory tournament for World Cup hosts. I mean, usually every World Cup there has to be, I think it's a tournament that they use to test facilities. So Nigeria will be at that tournament, and hopefully we'll prove that our being African champions is not a fluke.
Well, after that creditable, heartwarming and certainly encouraging draw against Catalonia, I think it's time for Coach Stephen Keshi to draw a line under the auditions, you know, as you were, and decide on the players that he wants to take, you know, to South Africa to represent Nigeria at the Nations Cup. I do feel that he spent a lot of time with the players, not just in this game and a lot of other games, and I feel that this game should be the final one in terms of taking a look at players and deciding, particularly amongst the home-based players, which one of them will be on the plane to South Africa.
9 January, midnight 9 January is the day when the final day for submitting the list. I think that Coach Stephen Keshi should still hold on a bit so that he can see his words against an African opposition. Cape Verde is a strong side. They knocked out Cameroon, and they should pose a good opposition for Nigeria. And from that game, Keshi should be able to decide the players that should go to the African Cup of Nations, playing against European sides, Catalonia, Venezuela, and all those countries like that. That's not the quality we're going to meet the African Cup of Nations. We're going to meet countries who are playing with basically home-based players.
Look at countries like Zambia. countries like even Cape Verde, countries like Ivory Coast, they already have their 23-man list ready.
Yes,
and here we are holding endless auditions
because these
subjecting
teams,
them to reality shows.
These teams that they are talking about, they played together over time.
We keep saying these things.
The
How are these
Eagles
boys?
Are rebuilding.
They are not.
And you're playing against
we cannot rebuild in perpetuity.
You are not going to
these
play
are the
against
players
teams that will hold the ball and pass all the. They are not
what you are
teams in
saying
Africa that
is
play
like saying that
Catalonia
today
or
is Saturday.
Venezuela.
That's basic.
Yes,
everybody
so you
knows
should
that.
test yourself against teams that will pack the bus, against teams that will show you respect and pack the bus. For instance,
who told you Cape Verde will pack the bus? They beat Cameroon. Why should they pack the bus?
Yes, if Super Eagles
that's a false presumption.
No, for instance,
it's a false assumption.
The Catalonia game was a novelty, a holiday maker's tie, not a serious game from what we have seen. The coach, a retired coach, great player, I know that, but no passion, nothing to it. They're just enjoying themselves. So it will be sacrilegious for us to use a novelty to pick our national team. That's one. Two, looking at the national team, on Wednesday, there are so many rough edges. I say to you that a well-groomed Côte d'Ivoire team would have flogged Catalonia like 6-0, so it means that we are not even ready. Our boys were wasteful. I say to you too that Mikel, Moses, Yobo, Yaman, some of those tested boys also have a stake in the game, because you see, we are not going to South Africa to just go and look or make count the numbers. Yes, we are rebuilding, but we will rebuild and ensure that the time will exit, possibly at the finals of the cup or as runners up, we will have had said, okay, these are the set of people that will move the team forward from there. So I don't think that it is right. It's in a problem, because the rules are very clear. Those boys who didn't play were not in Faro to train because of the rules of governing how you release players in foreign clubs. So I don't think it's a fair platform. No, one game cannot be the judge.
Hot Sports cranks up the heat this Saturday with fresh sports news and incisive analysis, backed by exciting visuals. Hot Sports, your unique source of sport information, education and entertainment, inimitably delivered via hot, scorching argument where no one blinks.
The truth is this: we must agree here that football is big business.
Don't miss it.
That has been Hot Sports for the week. You can get back to us on this issue on our phone lines and through SMS, and of course on Facebook, and we'll be very happy to get your views on this issue. But as we look forward to the final list of Coach Stephen Keshi, we all hope Nigeria will be strong again to make a mark in Africa. See you next Saturday.